10 things that every solo player needs in GTA 5 Online. Weapons. Now there are many weapons in the game, as you can imagine. The first one being a close combat situation. For that, I use an assault shotgun. This is a one-shot weapon against NPCs in close range, and because it's an assault shotgun, I'm able to shoot it rapid fire over and over, making this thing incredible. For medium to long range, I use a special carbine, as it is a great assault rifle with good distance and power. And then for destroying vehicles like cars and helicopters, I use the railgun, which is a one-shot weapon, and the homing launcher if the vehicle is moving at a decent pace, because we're able to lock onto it. The final weapons that are useful on a regular basis is throwables. So that could be a regular grenade, a sticky bomb, a Molotov, anything like that. These are really good for clearing out a large group of NPCs or enemies, or even vehicles within a close range. So they are definitely something I suggest picking up. And one of the best ways is armored vehicles. Now there's quite a few different armored vehicles in the game, but there are two fairly beginner and cheap vehicles that I suggest, one being the Duke of Death and the other being the armored Kuruma. These are great for missions where you're going up against a bunch of NPCs, because it is very difficult for them to shoot you through the windows of the car, considering they're almost completely covered in armor. The number 8 spot goes to something that I don't see talked about by many people. It's purchasing personal quarters at different businesses. Now, if you don't know why this is important, by purchasing a personal quarter at a business, you were able to then set that business as a spawn location, which means, of course, as a solo player, since being in specific lobbies doesn't matter, we can actually set certain businesses as our spawn location and then load into a new invite-only session, and that will essentially teleport us to whatever business that is. This makes getting around the map very simple and sort of reduces the amount of importance location has on what businesses you do buy. But of course, not every single business in the game can be set as a spawn location, one example being the MC businesses. So that is why having something like a fast vehicle, a fast land vehicle in game will be great, which is number 7. Now, I personally suggest getting the Hakuchu Drag and getting the HSW vehicle if you are on the new gen consoles, because this is the fastest land vehicle in the game. But if you aren't on the new gen consoles, the Baddie 801 is a great motorcycle to have. And of course, there's tons of very fast cars, but oftentimes it is the motorcycles that are the quickest, so just getting a fast vehicle will help you get around the map. Number 6 on this list is so important. That is the Master Control Terminal. This is a beautiful piece of technology that was added to the arcade in one of the previous DLCs. It is essentially a supercomputer that allows you to access multiple businesses in the game from one central location at your arcade. Some of the notable things you could do is, for example, with your MC businesses, you can go purchase supplies, start up resupply missions, sell stock from there, and much more. You can also go and do the same for something like your bunker, and even from the nightclub, you could go and control your warehouse, as well as re-up your popularity from this one location. So if you are a money grinder and like to make passive income, this is something you will definitely want to have, because it saves you so much time. Number 5 on the list is going to go to one of the best solo businesses in the entire game, the auto shop. And the reason why this is so good is because it offers you the choice between 8 separate contracts that act as essentially mini heists. You have 2 setups plus a finale, and they earn you hundreds of thousands of dollars each time you complete them, and most of them take about 20 to 30 minutes to do. The best one to do, of course, is a Union Depository contract, where you can earn $295,000 all in for about 25 minutes of work. In the number 4 spot, we have the best vehicle in the entire game, at least in my opinion. It is the Oppressor Mark II. It is essentially a flying bike, but it's one that you could spawn directly from your interaction menu. This thing flies very fast, and you have the option between having a machine gun or homing missiles attached to it, which makes it great for combat as well as just transportation. Which leads me into number 3, that is the agency. This is one of the most versatile, if not the most versatile business in the entire game, because it offers us 4 different ways to make money, as well as a bunch of perks. So to start off with the business, you actually get a free helicopter, which you can claim at the concierge desk. These are the 10 things that every solo player needs in GTA 5 Online, in my opinion. I hope this video helped. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.